And perhaps we can also add the fourth dimension of time, the alamat as-sa'a, the signs of the end of time, being that fourth dimension. So you're a 4D being. Islam speaks to your physicality. Iman speaks to your rational faculties, your mind, your consciousness. The Ruh speaks to the deeper realities of faith, of experiencing God, experiencing the verities of La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. And then there's the moment. There's the moment. You know, the physicists now talk about space-time. Space-time is like a one reality. It's not just space. We're also moving in time. And so here we have 4 dimensions of space-time that you are a part of. That you are a part of space-time, and Allah Ta'ala is speaking to them. And He's reminding you of that, and He's giving you guidance at each level to harmonize and to find center with each level. And that's something very beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? I find that so beautiful. So that when we find ourselves, what's today's date? Today is the 8th, November 8th, 2024, the Friday after the elections. Allah yustur. 3 days after finding out of these disgusting allegations. And who knows what's to come? A year and a month after the newest chapter of genocide opening. A lot is going on. And within that collective experience, you're all also having individual experiences, are you not? You're all having individual experiences of all sorts of ebbs and flows of fate, good days and bad days, financial struggles, work struggles, personal struggles, spiritual struggles, fighting with your ego, fighting with shaitan, fighting with the tax man, whatever is going on, fighting with your kid to get them to bed. There's all these struggles, right, that we have. And all of us are being asked in every moment to connect with that 4-dimensional reality that you are. Physical, mental, spiritual, and in time. Can you find that moment? Can you find that moment? That is something so essentially primal and principial for the human being. And part of the healing work that we do, part of the Islamic medicine paradigm, is creating a system, a rational system, built on the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, by which we can begin to individually take guidance and apply it to our own lives. Because one thing like the prayer, mashallah tabarakallah, it's an amazing medicine. Amazing medicine. And we all have to take that medicine. And the dose is pretty much universal. Universal dose, perfect prescription. But there's other things that we have that we may need that may differ from the person sitting next to us right now. How do we begin to access that need and make sense of it, and then know how to turn to find them and where to find them? It begins with a connection, first and foremost, to oneself. There is so much externalization in this world. We are turning ourselves inside out, rather than outside in. Everything becomes mediated through the screens. Everything becomes mediated through some sort of material experience, a sensory experience that is disembodied, in fact. Even right now, perhaps, and I don't know if this is the case for you, but given the background noise maybe, and given the maybe overly stimulated container that we're in right now, maybe we're not totally feeling centered right now. And perhaps my invitation to you all right now would be, what would it be like for you right now to just connect with your feet? Your feet making contact with the ground. Maybe even pushing down a little bit and acknowledging that I'm here. I'm here right now. My sits bones, my hip bones, those two bones right there in your hip, making contact with the chair. Feet, hips. Noticing what happens as you begin to make awareness, bring awareness to the body. Now, if you're coming this weekend, we're going to have a much more facilitated container to allow this connection to be made. But this is the type of work that we're interested in doing. This is a type of work of connecting back to something near and obvious that we're missing constantly. We're almost gaslighting and bypassing the most obvious thing. But it's like, how do we bring awareness to that when we're so acclimated to just looking beyond the most obvious, the most real? Well, it's mirroring. It's in suhbah, oftentimes, that we're able to do this. What's suhbah? What's suhbah? Companionship. In mirroring one another and being together, we're able to find the access point to our own individual experience. Because if you're left alone on your phone, you could probably spend 10 years on that thing just. But it's until someone pats you on the head, it's like, hey, it's time to go to bed. Or it's time to go to work. The break's over. Or your phone dies. That we're kind of, whoa, what just happened? Did I just scroll on Instagram for 3 hours? Oh my God. Why do we do stuff like that? It's so easy, isn't it? We just forget ourselves totally. It's too easy. And we're so used to it. And we are the first generation, effectively, of mankind to be afflicted in this specific way. And we're not used to it yet. We haven't learned to find balance. So until we're able to do that in our homes, in our family lives, our personal lives, coming into awareness of who we are and where we're at. Where am I struggling? How am I feeling? What do I need? How am I sabotaging myself? It's going to be so difficult for us to mobilize against the big stuff happening out there on the horizon. The work has to be within.